I respect your time, so let's get right into it. First of all, this video couldn't be made without Discord user ZDoomed as well as my buddy Stormship. As all of you should know by now, the Glast Heim update changed the mining rates and it created such an uproar because people are getting level 1 upgrading metals and muspelliums from level 8 mining veins. Now, I received so much requests to do an update on it as well as asking if mining 8 is still worth it, yada yada yada. Okay, so this time round, on behalf of myself, my buddy Stormship and ZDoomed, we got you. So Discord user ZDoomed provided me with the new Glast Heim mining rates that he data mined. This is incredibly useful because there's no way I'm going to spend thousands of stamina to test from mining 1 all the way to mining 8 all over again. However, I also need to verify the accuracy of the data just in case because I do prefer to be responsible for my words. That's where my buddy Stormship comes into the picture. We both collected mining data since the beginning of this spreadsheet and using around 8k stamina for mining 8 as well as 4k stamina on mining 7 with my alt, we verified that the data mine is accurate as of 27th November. Now, if you ever come across something called mathematical induction, where if pk is true and pk plus 1 is true, then pn is true for all real values of n. Now, mining 7 is accurate, mining 8 is accurate, so mining 1 to 9 should be accurate. If it's not, blame the induction theory, not me. So, I took a look at the current mining tab, I took all of your feedback into consideration and revamped the entire tab, such that the order of the ores now follows the sequential order that is shown in the exchange so that it's now easier to update the prices in one shot. Furthermore, I shifted the Luminary Soulstone 1, 2, 3 all the way to the bottom since it's on a different tab in the exchange anyway. I also showed the mining rates that ZDoomed provided straight away just in case you want to aim for a particular type of ore. And because I changed the entire layout of the mining tab, I have to re-reference all the ores from the smelting tab since it takes the price from the mining tab. Now, to the juicy stuff. Yes, mining is nerfed. It has been confirmed by the in-game mail that it is working as intended. However, at mining 8, we are still getting 77 crystals per stem value after the 10% tax. If we compare it to fishing 8, where we assume a 65% success rate as well as the ability to sell trash fish, the best we can get is around 50 crystals per stamina. Now, it is important for me to draw the comparison here. Mining is full AFK. You can just use Zenny to buy a pickaxe and AFK. The values that you see here are not even inclusive of the spirit stones that you can use for pets. So potentially, you can get even more crystals assuming you're able to sell the spirit stones. The only drawback about mining is that it is slow to sell because everybody and their mothers just want to AFK mine. Now, we look at fishing. It is not as convenient to auto as mining because the auto fishing rod is harder to get. The values that you see here are assuming you're able to sell the trash fish, which most of the time, probably not. So realistically speaking, the crystals that you get from fishing is even lesser than what is shown here. However, fishing generally sells faster than mining because fishing is not as convenient to auto as compared to mining. The supply of fish is also generally lesser in the realms of thousands to tens of thousands, unlike in mining where you can see hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Now, personally for me, I have my own personalized mining table that reflects the reality of what sells and what doesn't sell in my server. I have mentioned it before on multiple times in my weekly reviews how I gauge the progression curve of my server as well as what sells and what doesn't sell. So things that I highlight in red are things that don't sell well in my server. I just changed all their prices to 0 because it's just rotting away in my storage. So things like level 1, 2, 3 silver ore, level 1, 2, 3 iron ore, level 1, 2, 3 pure and pure jewel stone, level 1 and 2 blessed ores. All these things, they take an extremely long time to sell or simply just don't deserve a spot in my exchange because of the low cost. Next are the items highlighted in grey. These are the things that I dismantle because there's no demand for that tier of items, whereas there might be demand for the lower tier items. So for example, in my server, Muspellium 1 and 4 sells well. Muspellium 2 and 3 doesn't sell well. So I would just dismantle all the Muspellium 2s into 1s and sell. Similarly, level 3 gold ore, level 3 rough Orithicon Radium Illunium doesn't sell well in my server yet because the progression curve is just not there yet. I would dismantle all of them into tier 2s and either sell them or smelt them. Lastly, items in turquoise are things that I would synthesize. Muspellium 3 would be synthesized to Muspellium 4. As I explained earlier, the Muspellium 4 sells better. So both the grey and turquoise items, I would simply replace the number of ores to 0 and add on the dismantled or synthesized amount to the previous or next tier. Now with all those things out of the way, the number that I finally used to compare is actually here. At 10% tax, based on prices and demand from my server, mining gives me around 69 crystals per stem. Still much better compared to fishing and gardening. If I turn some of these ores into smelter items, I make even more. So in conclusion, in my server, even after the nerf, mining 8 is still better than fishing. Fuck gardening. If you appreciate the effort from Z-Doomed, Stormship and myself to provide you with this information, leave a like. If you like no bullshit, no clickbait videos with actual content that provides value, subscribe. Oh yeah, update on the Golden Demon Backpack. I am actually able to get it without going into the 25% tax territory, which makes it totally worthwhile since I made around 2 million crystals this week, as you can see from the sales amount. Hopefully I can make a video tomorrow showing you guys what I sold to hit 2 million sales in this current week without touching any of my old stuff, as well as what I intend to spend my 3 million crystals on to hit the 5 million. In fact, I think I might push my spending all the way to 5 million crystals just to max out the 8% cashback. As always, outplay, not outpay. Bye!